Your work has been distinguished for a long time now for combining different genres, offering a lot of fun for sure, but also giving to the audience great characters, a lot of heart and positive messages. And we see a lot of that in this movie. The Adam Project is entertaining, but also a moving film. So how do you get that balance?
Well, you just summarized everything I am trying to do with my work. It is about that balance, and it is about combining populism and entertainment with humanity. I don't want a movie to only be spectacle or only be funny. I want it to ultimately make an emotional connection with the viewers. And the balance is instinctive. The balance is, I just make the movie feel like I would want it to feel if I were in the audience. I'm always sitting on set, but part of me is always sitting in the audience at the same time.
I like a lot the work that you made with Catherine Keener's character, Maya Sorian. And well, villains always have a story behind, but we kind of discover their story through time in different parts. But in this movie, we kind of see these different parts of the character confronting each other at the same time, which is really rich in terms of storytelling. So how was the work with that character?
Well, I love a villain that feels dimensional, and I love a villain that feels defensible. The best villain I've seen in any movie in years was Killmonger in Black Panther, because you really, really understand why the villain does what they do. So similarly, I wanted Maya Sorian to feel justified. And my movie gave us an extra opportunity because you could see her and her younger self in the same room. So you could see the evolution of a person, because all of us evolve and all of us feel. There's a great line in that movie, Talented Mr. Ripley, that nobody, no matter what they do, ever feels like a bad person. And I always feel like that makes for an interesting villain. And seeing the evolution of the character's evil, the motivation for that evil, and having an actress as great as Catherine Keener allowed me to build an unexpected villain.
Well, there are many messages in this movie, lessons about relationships with our parents, with ourselves also. But there's this interesting reflection at the end of the movie, which is really important nowadays, about the importance of science. Was that inspired by the times we live now and the pandemic?
Well, certainly I have no patience for science deniers. And Mark Ruffalo's character plays a nerdy academic who believes in the undeniable foundation of scientific thought. And when confronted with a megalomaniac who doesn't pay attention to the science, I love the fact that the science wins. And that is very much a message that I support putting out there through the movie.
Well, finally, Shawn, to finish, this is your second movie with Ryan Reynolds, but there's obviously a great connection between both of you. What is the thing that you like the most about working with Ryan?
I love that Ryan is a humble, regular, warm person. And I love that, like me, he likes to work his ass off, but then he also likes to go home to his wife and daughters. And so we come together, we work really, really hard, we inspire each other, but we also respect our collaborators' time. So we work intensely, and then everybody go home. And nobody needs to make work anguish. Work should be inspiring and fun and be additive to your life, but it doesn't need to be your whole life. It shouldn't be your whole life. And Ryan understands that, and that's how I try and live too.
You were the best part all along. How'd you get to be so smart?
How'd you get to be so dumb?
Nice try.